Hello, I'm Jacqueline Mary Piper and I'm making a short video on how to set up crystal grids. For those people who may not have done one before, it's really simple. The first thing that I do when I set up a crystal grid is I have an intention of why I want to set up a crystal grid. And in this case, I decided to make one for abundance and healing. So I've got my intention in my mind. You can make grids for anything. You can make grids for healing, you can make them for protection, you can make them for abundance, you can make them for clearing a space. You can make a smaller grid on a mirror like I've done here, so I can transport it if I want to. I'll probably take the heavier ones off first, and then all the smaller ones can go on the mirror, and then I'll put the heavier ones back on again. Or you can make a crystal grid the size of a room. You can put crystals in the corner of a room. For example, if you wanted to cleanse your bedroom or any room, you could put amethyst in the corners and perhaps a central piece in the room under your bed or under furniture. And that is a very basic way of purifying the energies. But the next thing you need to do after you've decided what you want to do a crystal grid for is think about which higher beings, which angels, which ascended masters, which higher beings would be appropriate to call in to work with the crystal energies. So I know that Archangel Raphael has a particularly healing energy on the green ray and is often referred to as the angel for abundance. So I've already decided Archangel Raphael on the green ray. And after that, I'm thinking to myself, well, I'm getting a feeling that Gabriel would like to come in to purify anything that needs healing within me and within my life, and also to clear energies that might be stuck en route to healing and abundance. So my second higher being is Archangel Gabriel, and this is why I got the white crystals. And the third being that I thought about and who came to my mind is the Universal Angel Mother Mary. Universal Angel is a term to help distinguish her from being called Mother Mary, because people sometimes confuse that. And to me, all angels are universal. They're coming in from the higher dimensions. They're coming in from the universe. So Archangel Gabriel is just as universal as Universal Angel Mother Mary. But the angel that overshadowed Mother Mary and worked through her is the Universal Angel Mother Mary. Anyway, going back to the crystal grid, I've now got 3 higher beings. I felt 3 was about right for this grid. So the next thing I did is I made absolutely sure that all my crystals were cleansed. Now, there's lots of different ways to do that, and I'm sure everybody's got a favourite way. This time I decided to use sound healing, and as I played my crystal roll over the crystal grid, I was using the vibrational frequency of sound plus my intention of holding very clearing energy. So all the time I'm actually making an action, I'm holding the intention in my mind, and that's extremely important. If I just threw them together and expected them to work, they would have an effect, but they wouldn't work in anywhere near the kind of high-powered, high-frequency range that I want, because I want the support and the connection of the higher beings. So I'm acting as the medium, as the channel, which everybody can do. Everybody has the ability to set their intention and then hold that focus while they set up a crystal grid. So I then am asking the higher beings to inspire me where to place the crystals, and this is what I came up with. There's another picture with a different view on my page, which hopefully some people have seen. So some of the crystals that I've used are selenite, clear quartz, optical calcite. This is very good for holding and cleansing all of your chakras. It has an overall cleansing and purifying energy. What else have I used? I've used Angel Aura quartz there. I've used quite a lot of fluorite. I love fluorite energy. It's very purifying. So I've got a small piece here. I've got a large piece of fluorite right at the front. Right, I've also got some green calcite and some lovely aquamarine. This resonates really well with Mother Mary energy. And this is also aquamarine on top of this piece of quartz. This is how it grew naturally. And the natural energy of the aquamarine is amplified by the quartz. Same here. I don't know whether you can see that. That's the piece of aquamarine embedded in quartz. And the quartz powers up and amplifies anything that it's next to or connected with. Malachite is another one here that I've used. That's a very deeply healing energy. What else can I say? We can pretty much see what I've got here. Some blue lace agate pieces here, connecting on the blue aquamarine energy. And that blue lace agate is very soft. It's a very soothing energy. It's suitable for the most sensitive, most delicate energy fields like children. You can place a piece under their pillow, but for goodness sake, make sure it's in a bag so they don't swallow it or anything like that. And if you're not feeling well, if you're feeling very delicate and you couldn't work with a more high-powered crystal, blue lace agate is very gentle, very soft, very soothing. That's a nice one. Right. Oh, the classic angel energy here. Okay, Celestite or Celestine. What else? Oh, I bought a piece of blue and white opal. This is from Mount Shasta in California, and it's really high vibrational. It's from the mountain itself, which lots of you know is a portal for the higher energies, and it's an ascension retreat, and it's a base for the ascended masters and angels on the earth. The energy there is phenomenal. I bought this years ago, the first time I went to Mount Shasta, and on that occasion I was very drawn to it, but I couldn't feel the energy of it. Although I knew it was doing me good instinctively, I couldn't feel the energy because it was vibrating at a much higher energy than me. I wasn't yet upgraded enough to link into that energy. But in recent years, I found I can feel it, so I know my energy has shifted up, and that's on account of all the clearing work that I do. And the same is true of everybody. The more you clear your energy field, the more you can feel the higher energies, and the more you can connect to the angelic world and your guides and the ascended masters and all beings on a higher vibration. Going back to the grid though, so again, I chose my intention. I decided who I wanted to call in to help me from the spiritual hierarchy, then chose the appropriate crystals and asked to be inspired how to lay them out. And after that, I asked for the energies to be set. Now, the reason I do that is because I want it to be maintained. And my intention is that this grid will stay in situ for quite some time, for as long as I feel that I want it, in order for those energies to come into my energy field, into my home, into my life more strongly. So I'm asking the higher beings to set and hold the energies, in other words, to maintain it. And I know in a couple of weeks, when I disassemble this grid, the energy imprint is in the ethers of the building and in the ethers of the house. Okay, so it's actually anchored, and that's a wonderful way to upgrade your energy field. So I hope that that's given some inspiration, and feel free to tune in to the energies of this grid. And the last thing I wanted to say, grounding. To bring the energies down and into the material world, always use a grounding crystal of some kind, because you know the high frequencies are up here and our material world level is denser and lower. So if we stay lifted on the higher vibration, it's sometimes disengaging for the human and material side of us, and we don't want that separation. We actually want to bring it down into the material level. We can't stay in a state of meditation or attunement to those high frequencies and still live the human life that we're meant to separately. So the grounding crystal helps you engage the higher energies and the higher energies of the grid and bring them into matter on the denser levels. So I've used a piece of smoky quartz. It's really important to ground yourself as well, so that you don't become disjointed energetically. I'm sure we all know people who've gone off and become very drifty and disengaged with reality. Reality is where we are and where we have to live. And in order to live our life purpose and our soul purpose and engage with our mission spiritually, we have to get it grounded. Yeah, it's not one or the other. Our spirit is a part of us, and so is our body and our human needs. So the two do have to marry up. And that's it. I'm going to have a look at any questions that people may have posted or comments in a moment, and write back to some people where I feel drawn. And tomorrow night, 7 o'clock GMT on this channel is Angel Hour, where I will be giving a healing meditation, healing and abundance, using the energy frequencies from this grid. And for the second half of the hour, I will be going to people individually and giving clairvoyant messages and inspirational messages and guidance. Again, wherever the angels inspire me to go. So I hope to see some of you tomorrow night, 7 o'clock on Angel Hour. And again, I'm guided to say that everybody who shares my Angel Hour videos will be entered into a free draw, and one person will be receiving a free full reading from me, which is an hour, and that can include past lives, soul purpose, any karmic blocks, and I can help you to dissolve those, life purpose, who your guides and angels are, anything really, because I channel the information. So I hope to see you 7 o'clock tomorrow night. Bye. I've got to get up and walk around and turn this off because it's just out of reach.